We're live.
So we can be seen.
We can be.
That's totally unexpected. Hello, everyone. I was doing a text to a really good friend who just messaged me before I even went live, and I know we're a little bit late, just a little smidgen, aren't we?
Just a little, just slightly.
I have got so many notifications. I'm just going to turn them off on my
Was that you beeping or me?
Yep. No, it was me. I hadn't done all the right stuff. Purely because, guess what? I'm going to hide myself out and come back again, okay?
Going to come in on the other side.
Yes.
Hey, Ros.
Because then, hello, how are you? I really like that we can do this and it looks like we're talking to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then as the host, I'm able to look at the chat stream and it looks like I'm looking at you as well. Or it's just a smidgen off. Basically, I was watching NCIS, yes. I had time, what I thought was time, going by the clocks in the kitchen. Wasn't quite, but then I had to go and visit another room, and then I had to come back and all that sort of stuff, and you sort of think, you got plenty of time.
Yeah, no. It doesn't work that way.
No, it didn't. It didn't work that way.
Time creeps up on us.
Oh, it did.
Or creeps away from us.
At least this evening, I have had a lovely tea. We were sitting outside enjoying it in this beautiful weather in our outside area that's like that. You know, it's not quite perfect, but it's perfect for what we wanted to do for our meal tonight. So we did. Yeah. And a glass of wine. And now I'm up to the coffee stage.
Well, I've got my kombucha.
I think kombucha would be the more healthy, but we did decide to have a glass or two of wine, and we had a chocolate or two because I happen to have some in the pantry.
Yeah, why not?
And it's been a really good day. Just, you know, the flow, the ebb and flow of what life is, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
It is. And what I have here now, of course, is besides the saying hello, I've got a different type of a logo up the top. I didn't realise. Oopsie, hang on. Let me fix that. Just a minute. Let me go. Oh,
what intuitive chat?
What's it do? There you go. Yeah, the overlay was right. I added a logo that shouldn't have been. And I suppose I should do, like, you know, there's always these little doovers at the bottom. So that's my websites and my Facebook page. And we haven't quite got that for Leanne because I keep forgetting to ask Leanne. I mean, I know what it is. But I just, because it's me hosting it, you know, my show, all that sort of stuff. But what we're going to do, we're going to put it right at the start. What have you got coming up?
Oh, what have I got coming up? We have now just opened up and released the website for our Oracle cards. So they actually started the pre-sale sales last night. So that's pretty exciting. Yay!
It is, isn't it? It's really exciting.
So all contracts are done. Everything's finalised. They've gone to the printer, so we can now do our pre-sales and have them land here in Australia early in the new year to be posted out to people.
Yes, and I'm trying to get that where it's the main thing, and it doesn't. Not in our layouts that we've got. I didn't want it sitting under the Hypnosis Plus because I didn't want people to be confused. It's not my product. It is Leanne's wonderful launch of her cards. Yeah, and I really wanted to emphasise that. And thank you, Leanne, for sending me the links and that for it, because I think it's great that it's here at last.
Yeah, exactly. So I've done this journey with a beautiful friend, Deb Gilmore, as well. So she's very talented, more so in the artwork than I am. So together it's been an amazing journey. And I can't believe, October last year we started this journey, and we're here now and off to the printers, and I
And the
can't wait to get
artwork,
them to play with.
well, it's looking absolutely fabulous. I know I've got my hand up for one of the first sets when they come. You know, I mean, I haven't done it yet. Or did I know I had my hand up for one of the first sets?
Yeah.
So we have got the link there for the direct website. That's gone into the chat stream in both locations, which is the mytimetv.live page and the YouTube channel, which is my channel. It's not my time channel, it's the Ros Boundy channel. And I do have this cross-posted to Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page, the Hypnosis Plus with Ros page, the Ros Boundy page, and I think that's it. Oh, no, B11 5 or something like that, whichever one's that. I did that one. So if you can't see your comment coming up like it is now, because I'm going to say the hellos. Oh, I will drop that photo now. We'll remove that one and be us, because I love us. So g'day, Dana. Lovely to see you here. Hello, and evening to Monica. Good evening to Monica. I'll just blame the two wines for that. I had a lovely dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it. It was yummy. It was barbecue, yum. And we've got Ashton here. Do you want to answer that one just now, since we've got it sitting there anytime soon? I'm getting a yes, but I do too. Timelines.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in focusing on the connection between you and your partner, not getting pregnant, because we can create those blocks. So I do feel like it's not far away, honey. So wouldn't be surprised if it's in the next 2 or 3 months. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. It is soon. But timeline, you know me, I don't like to commit. How do you go today? Well, Sarah, I think we're doing pretty well.
I'm doing really well. I've had a healing today, and then with the cards going live and everything, I just feel like I'm on a high. I love it. I love this energy.
Yeah, funny that healing. Well, it didn't actually get to that stage, but it was still in that chat stage. So I still had it's therapeutic when you can be talking, chatting into inner analysis, analyzing, or whatever, delving within. We all actually have our answers within. We just don't access it very often. So I like that factor.
Yeah. And it was really interesting with today's healing, because I've been seeing Kerry since early last year, sort of thing, every couple of months, just to maintain my own sort of energy and everything else. But the things that we get to work on ourselves. And today was incredible, because we actually went back into past life stuff and healed that as well. So I knew we could bring stuff forward, but I didn't realize how much we can bring forward. So
like the past life stuff's really fun, interesting, challenging, all the words that you can think of. It's all of it. Look, next time we'll get to it. We've got Judy is saying hello, as well as with her question.
Hey, honey.
So wonderful, and we'll just get to those questions a bit later, and we've certainly got some more. We've got Rochelle, and I know we've had Sarah there. Oh, look, there's those links. Here we go again. I'm going to show them online. Is that website? So do connect in with that website and have a look at what the cards are about. Okay, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. It's lovely to see you. And that is from the YouTube side. It's really fun to have people actually going over to our YouTube channels and checking them out and subscribing and doing what needs to be. Well, really just sharing it around there as well, because, Facebook isn't the only place on earth. As much as I hope I'm not banned from Facebook because I'm saying that. But I'm discovering many different avenues of being able to share what we're doing in our lives and how we like to share and who we're sharing it with. So I know that with what I'm doing in eCam, I'm able to share to 5 different platforms because it's what I'm subscribed for. If I wanted to pay more money, I could go to, I don't know what that, the limit is whatever your computer can handle, I suppose. So because you have a YouTube channel as well.
certainly do.
And
So
what is that called?
just Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. So
I'm trying to type that. And what's it called? Crash YouTube? How do you actually do the link to
I don't
YouTube?
know. I just thought you just search the person's name and it comes
I'm
up.
putting it all in one word so that anybody that wants to search for it as one, like Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, 1E, you've got it there.
That's it.
I mean, actually, there's nothing wrong with actually going to my YouTube channel and doing a Leanne Winston Psychic Medium search. And then I can actually give you the direct link because mine, I think, is already there because I'm already doing it. And I'm actually going to, how do we actually share your actual page? Oh, there. And I can go up there, and here we go. Here it actually is in the direct link to go to Leanne's YouTube channel.
Okay. Beautiful. Look at that.
So we've got that sorted.
I was going to say, because I had no idea what it was.
Look, when you're in the small numbers, it's not your own name. And that's why I thought, no, because it might not show up as that, I'll do the direct link. It actually has numbers and gobbledygook pretty much. Yeah. So that's why it looks like numbers and gobbledygook.
Yeah.
G'day, Jen.
Hey,
sorry.
Jen. How was the head yesterday morning, honey, after you a couple of whiskies?
Yeah, well, I've had a red wine or two. Nice.
Hi, Sharon.
Lovely.
Oops, Google's talking to me.
I haven't had Siri do anything yet, but I'm certainly getting some message on my phone. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I've just got a friend who was messaging me and I said, I'm on live stream at the moment. She said, oops. Look, Sandy, if you're out there in YouTube land, which you wouldn't be. Stephanie, how are you this morning, this afternoon, this evening?
This evening.
Yeah.
You've gone through the whole day. So it doesn't matter where in the world Stephanie is, you've just covered the whole day. I like your thinking.
And for wherever you are in the world, just let us know in the chat as well. Because some of these names, yes, I'm becoming familiar with some of the regulars and the names and where you are, but it's lovely to be reminded. And Dee's reminding us, yes, it's nearly Christmas. Not sure if that's good or scary. Well,
a bit of both. Yeah, a bit of both. I haven't even got my Christmas lights on tonight.
Oh,
a bit rushed today.
Right. No, it didn't turn them on. I had them on this morning. I did this morning.
Beautiful.
And we have Sian, which I think I haven't mentioned before. She's actually asking a question. So, look, it's great. It's wonderful to have all your questions. It's the part of the purpose of why we are here. And we are here also just to share chat and interests and just connecting. There seems to be times where we wonder, I wonder at times, what are we actually doing here? And especially after or before, the questions that are asked when you're going to a healing session of sorts, because it's not quite the stage for me, but it's the questions that are asked, and it really is getting into the depth of really what's important to you. And for me, one of the things that's what's important for me is the morning daily sessions that I have. And this is important to me as far as our evening weekly one that we have, and basically keeping an eye on your Wednesday night ones. I don't be in it to have readings. I like to keep an eye on the trolls.
That's it.
And stuff.
We certainly have attracted a few this year.
But it is connecting in that more real way and knowing that we're not alone in anything, and that we can actually reach out to other people when needed. And, even if it's not needed, we just feel like a good time. Like there was some here, just saying the Friday follies or whatever. I mean, it is something that we enjoy.
Oh, definitely.
I do. I know Leanne does. And I'm sure that you do, that are out there. So we'll get into it. Was there anything that you had a thought for today, as far as what we could chat about, or
reflection is a big thing that keeps coming up for me at the moment, and where we're at, what we're working towards, because this year, has had so many testing times and challenges for everybody. I think it's really important to take the time, especially at the moment. I just feel like we're in this energy at the moment that we are highly manifesting. So I really think it's a good time to be looking at where our thoughts are, what the processes are we're focusing on, and what we're actually bringing into our lives as well, sort of thing. Something come up today was, in part of the healing, was the past was then, we are in the now. We're here in the now. We don't need to bring that stuff in. We can let go of it all and focus on what we are working towards, what we're wanting.
It certainly reminded me as I was being asked to reflect, because the reflecting has been part of what some of this last couple of weeks of the daily spreads has been showing us as well, as reflecting. Even in the session today, as part of, what is it in the past? What triggered that? Or, the important thing around why do you feel that was, and stuff like, things like that. I mean, it certainly was around grieving for me, and that train of energy, I suppose, because it goes back to previous things, not just that incident this year, and things that do happen. And I'm sort of looking at some of these and thinking, well, it's not just that brings us sadness. It's this excitement, be proud of yourself that you've moved through all of that energy to get that creation of the cards happening.
Yeah.
And as well as Sharon mentioning that too, with the cards with Deb. It really is that moving through life step by step, and recognizing and the congratulations for those important moments that are on that higher note of energy, that is a feeling of positive. Not that we have to have the feelings, but the balance in life really is the positive, negative. It's just language that we use. It's words that we use to understand how we are, how we're feeling, how life is.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And we're all on our own journey. Like, the amount of hours, I would hate to add up how many hours Deb and I have put into the cards and stuff like that for the last, 14 months or whatever it's been.
It's been a while.
Massive, and it's really been a journey and a learning lesson, and it's had its ups and downs. But I really think we do need to take a time and stop and just give ourselves a pat on the back for what we have achieved, because honestly, as much as we have been through so much this year on so many different levels, I think so many of us have achieved massive stuff. Everything happens for a reason. And if it's about, we've got to go through the hard times to get to where we are today, to be that much more better, as in a soul sort of thing, a human being, we've got to travel those journeys.
Yeah. Yes. Just on the word that you used there, to get better than, and I'm sort of thinking, do we really need to be just getting better than, or is it, because I'm one that, as far as using a gauge, it's just a gauge to see whether there's improvement or that we've advanced from what was, rather than a level of height better than, that we're more superior than, or something like that we're actually just recognizing for ourselves that there is improvement, that there's an advancement in where we want to be compared to where we were, rather than we're better than somebody else type of thing, and comparing ourselves to someone else and where they might be. Because I struggle with that myself sometimes in that comparison. I think, is that the right word, or is it just, wow, we're really growing and advancing?
It is. It's growing and advancing sort of thing. But to me, I don't like to compare myself to anybody else, because we're all individuals. We all have our own way of doing things. And to me, there's no right or wrong. It's just what you do that works for you is what matters. But at the same time, we're raising our vibration. So we're rising in that way is probably the better way to put it in that sense.
Yeah.
So, and that's what counts. We keep moving forward. Doesn't matter what speed.
Yep. Yeah. And that's something too that you just said as well in the raising vibrations. I know it's terms that I have heard, and it's probably something you use with your students. I haven't got any yet because I haven't written courses, but I'm going to get there. And there might not be anything at all to do with what this is. It doesn't matter.
You just don't know.
Raising vibrations, I know that I've heard the terms. I've practiced the essence of having that happen within myself. But it's not something that can be easily explained, and yet it can be described in some fashion. How do you explain it to someone when you're saying you should be raising your vibrations? What actually is the process, or is it something that just is? You know, how would you describe it?
To me, when I don't know. I know at the moment my vibrations are changing and rising sort of thing. So the best way I could probably explain what I'm feeling in myself at the moment is it's like my energy is just being pulled up and it's expanding up and out sort of thing. So, we can be feeling very flat and worn out, exhausted sort of thing. So when our energy is squashed, we kind of feel like we're shriveled up and bent over type of thing. When we're more aligned and our vibration is higher, I notice people stand a lot more taller, straighter sort of thing in that sense. So we do see the physical side of it as well. But like at the moment, I know I'm going through massive change energetic wise, and I can just feel like my soul is being lifted, if that makes sense, feeling lighter and just feeling higher. And, I guess for me and probably for yourself, Ros, because we are quite intuitive and we've been doing this stuff long enough, we get to know what our energy feels like, what our body is doing and stuff. So it can be easier for us to notice that side of it. So if you're not somebody that sort of practices it or aware of it, you might not realize that your vibrations are rising when you're going through that. So just be aware, take a breath, feel what your energy feels like.
Yeah.
Something.
And I like how Louise has expressed this one. No one can take away from you what you've put in, but it's you've put in your own mind.
Yeah.
We have what we express, what we understand in our own mind. And I like how you've explained that, because I've just got a slightly different way of explaining it, because it really is a very individual understanding of what your vibration is. Yeah. And it is like you say, it really does. When you're raising your vibrations or putting the energy into raising your vibrations, you actually can gauge. You're feeling that difference between what is on the normal plane to what is above that is a higher energy level, the higher wavelength vibration. And especially when you start to look into what sounds are around you and what vibration actually is, because the higher vibration are actually a faster frequency in smaller gaps. Like you can see me moving like that and it's faster, whereas a slower frequency, the lower frequencies are wider waves going slower. So that's the lower vibration. But it's all needed. Every single frequency in that vibration is actually needed at some point in time to actually create what is our song. What we are in our full essence is our own song, our own vibration, our own frequencies. And we need to be continually creating that. And when we feel like those higher notes, sing those bloody higher notes, full lung and everything. Yeah. And don't give a shit what other people think about what our song is, our expression is. It's our joy, it's our love, it's our understanding that's being expressed as us out to the world. And we really do need to tune into tuning in, pun intended, tuning into that frequency and what is our song, what is in tune with our body. And that certainly comes into, like, this little gadget that I've got is frequencies. It's the Healy, right? I've shown it before. It's not the only gadget that can be used. I've got flutes lying around. Anything that creates
even like forks,
tuning
forks and stuff.
Yeah, table forks vibrating on. Anything can be used as a frequency, because that's what everything is. It's a frequency.
That's it. I loved it today. That's it, exactly. I loved it today when I was having my healing, because as we were working through the past life stuff, she also was doing some tuning with the vocal cords. So that was really cool. So I was seeing lots of chakra colors, which is really funny because the oracle cards is all about the chakra colors. So it was perfect in the timing of it all as well. But there was one point that she hit a note, and I could see in my third eye, because I was in meditation, that the sound waves ripple out from the center of my third eye outwards. And I thought, I've never seen that before, not in my third eye.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool too today.
Fantastic. So. No, that is fantastic. And what Nadine is saying, it's music. It's music on that different level, because it's actually pure frequency.
Yeah.
It's at that core essence of what is the source is frequency. And that's what I just so loved about doing the sound therapy study. And anything else that's to do with, well, being ourselves. We are a particular frequency that's just us. No one else can copy it. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and that's, Nadine said no one can beat us. Exactly. Absolutely.
I want to see my muscles. They don't quite look the same.
Hang on. No, you can't see it through you can't see it through the jumper. It's actually cooler tonight. I had to wear a jumper. And I'm 61. I don't have the muscle tone I used to, if I ever did.
It's just lost. That's the way I look at it. I'm still looking for it.
When I was young, at around when were we doing the potting mixes and manures and the rest? I mean, that would have been in very early days of 22, 23, bagging and carting around and, really lugging 50-kilo bags. I had muscles. I had so much strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose it. Hang on. You don't use it. You lose it.
You lose it. Yep. That's it.
That is about true. Plus, I mean, I don't have the inclination to work that hard anymore either.
Why should we?
No, well, what about the rest?
Steel tongue drum.
Steel tongue drum. So is that the type that is? I've got a cosmic tone drum that has tongue things cut out of it. That's really nice. If I was quick enough, I'd go and get it and try it. But sound with some of the instruments through this medium is not as pure as you expect. Yeah, it's not all that good. Just going to check. Yes, I have got my HD on. So this video will go out as 1080. Cool. Now, what am I doing? I've just noticed that one. Please, I really miss them a lot. What's that? I haven't got to asking questions yet, so that's fair enough.
Welcome, because I can see that you're new.
Yes. Hi, Joanne. Yes, new from the Philippines. There's the first question. We do get around to answering questions at some point. So we'll answer this one right now because you are new, Joanna. And
it's their birthday.
We can sort that one. So
happy birthday to your sisters in spirit, honey. I get the reference to today you felt their energy around you. So I always say trust that. So when your mind went without trying to think of them, that is usually spirit around you in that way, okay? I do get the feeling they're very much at peace, and I do feel that they weren't meant for this world, honey. So I get that I don't feel like they got the ability to experience life in that sense, okay? I keep seeing angels around you, so to me that's the feeling that you acknowledge them as angels in spirit, or somebody makes reference to them as well. I keep hearing gentle whispers, so I wouldn't be surprised if you hear their voices in your ear, like the whispers. Okay? All right.
I just
disappeared.
I just thought I probably should do the solo with you then, and just thought to do it when you're finished.
Just as actually, Hannah, I don't know if you feel a breeze. I actually looked just to see if there was a breeze near me, because all of a sudden I felt a breeze around my ankles. So I wouldn't be surprised, honey, if that's you feeling their energy around you that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gathering that feeling that you have, Leanne, is that they weren't actually born.
Oh, well, they didn't survive to live very long.
Very young.
So past very
I'm
young.
almost sensing there wasn't a birth, but thank you. She's saying, there's the message there. Thank you. So
You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
For your sadness.
Yep. And we will start to answer some of these questions, because otherwise we get I'm just hearing sirens in the background, even through the AirPods. There's been a lot of that. For anyone who is going to be traveling and moving around and everything through this holiday season, as such, with school holidays and that started here, be careful. Do drive with mindfulness and attention, so that you are really conscious of what's happening around you on the roads. It's not just you that is on the roads. It's the awareness of potential that's in front, behind you as well, being rear-ended as well, that type of thing. It's just a feeling. We've had so much of other stuff that we're not as aware at times of what's around you, because of the anxiety of what all this COVID and everything else has brought to us in trying to get things done and be places, because we've got the ability to, I think. I didn't catch up on what the news had, but I did hear Sydney's got another outbreak, and I sort of thought, how's that restricted things? I didn't listen to you.
I'm not too sure. I haven't heard today, but I think they went from 5 to 17 really quickly in a day or something. So, Joanna's just saying that there were 13 they drowned.
I'll just leave that off there. I won't hold that on the board. So it's supposed to be 20-year-olds today. Okay, so it is young. I just felt there was an unborn factor there. So, oops, shit. Hang on. Diving down. Oops. Now I lost my chair. Hang on.
I don't miss that.
There we go. Oh, it's all back again. I mean, that is it. It is young.
It is.
I do feel for that. I'm feeling a bit lost in that. I don't know. Let me feel into why I feel like that. Did I get that wrong? It was a question that I was asked today, right? As far as part of my connection in the way that I channel. Do I trust it implicitly? And that was the question, pretty much. And I thought, yeah, I do. And then sort of feeling, well, it felt to me like it was an unborn factor. And it turns out, no, it's not. So does that make it wrong? Does it make that what I was receiving, that I shouldn't be trusting myself? And I'm thinking, when you're actually connecting to spirit, sometimes what we interpret can be off track to a different pathway of what the message actually was. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're wrong. And when we are connecting with our source of information, and we know for ourselves that it is the truth of what we're hearing, we do need to actually say, yes, I trust you implicitly. That connection is a truth.
Yeah.
Whether it's being interpreted the right way for that context, there might be another message in that, as far as an unborn, from my perspective, to what Leanne had mentioned as young, right?
Yeah.
Just wanting to clarify that, and that's pretty much for myself as well, that I wanted to clarify that.
And it's interesting you say that, Ros, because for not so much the last couple of days, but yes, it is still the last couple of days. The last week and a half, I've been given visions, I've been given dreams, and I was showing something that didn't come to the forefront. But even though that outcome hasn't come through in the way and when I was told it, I'm still having those visions like it's not finished, it's not done. There's still, I'm still seeing myself in that place and everything else. So
that's some part of what is yet to come is still in the process. So there's some part that hasn't been revealed yet or hasn't been enacted yet, or and it can be that there's just that slight difference in perspective, looking at it from the different angle, like I just changed mine, that could mean the difference of seeing it from a different message point of view and what you're going to see as the next part of that.
So, and
Isn't
see,
it?
yeah, it is. And see, to me, I just can't let go of it. So I know it's not done, it's not finished. But at the same time, I've got to trust in that, and I've got to surrender and just allow that energy to flow in the way that it needs to, and to be patient. But that's what I don't like.
Yes. And I think there's many times where we're given that message, as you said, it repeats until it's actually past.
Yeah.
And, that it is then the history, not the present. We're given that indication that this is what's ahead. It will happen, then it's past. I mean, it's that it really is that message of patience. So, excuse me, what was that one? Oh, we've got a few messages there that's just scooted past that I didn't even notice. Oopsie. So apologies to those who are waiting for a reading or anything. I just did get a little bit sidetracked. And that's fine, because everything that actually comes and crosses our path is valid, is relevant, even if we might not see it at the time. Even if some of those skewed messages and answers that we get, they'll be revealed the true meaning later on because we didn't perceive them in exactly the right way.
Yeah.
What is a right and a wrong? There's not. It's just once it's done, we know it's fact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And things might not always happen straight away. So, like a friend of mine, her daughter lost her purse, and I said to him, it's not lost, it's coming back. And she couldn't see that it would. And she went ahead and did what she needed to do and cancelled what she needed to do. And I think it was a period of like 3 weeks later, a lady knocks on the door and hands a purse over.
Yeah.
Right? As much as she thought it's done, it's wrong, it's done, it's not, it's lost. Sometimes we do need to be patient.
I mean, I had the experience many, many, many years ago. I'd fold the clothes, I'd put a little pile on the corner of the lounge that was the ironing. This is in the days where I actually knew where my iron was, and I'd actually do some.
Must have been, I did see one in the cupboard the other day.
Yeah, the pile would be there. And when it got too high, as the years passed, I used to park that ironing pile into the cupboard. But it was this one instance where, I sort of thought, oh, well, I'll probably better get to the ironing. And this could have been 3 or 4 or 6 months later. I don't know, because we didn't tend to wear those clothes very often. And as I got to that point, there's this person. I had, by that stage, cancelled the credit cards and reported it to the police and all that sort of stuff. I've lost it. Couldn't find it in the car, couldn't find it anyway. Well, I'd actually just laid it on the ironing pile and put more on without remembering. So it's simple little things that we really need to be looking at what is, well, I suppose what are our habits at times, and think, well, it could be just as simple as that. Go through your ironing, go through places that you sort of, you just leave things. I used to hide Christmas presents and find them years later because that's the way I did it. And by that stage, of course, the kids were too old to have the presents, so they'd get given the
grandchildren.
Nah, they haven't been kept for that. I can tell you, carting them from one place to another. No,
that's it. And it's spaces,
Yeah. So have we got any questions way back that I should be going back to? And we can start answering some of those questions. We did mention Ashton, yes, the pregnancy coming up very soon. Here's the next one, would be Monica's in that lineup of chronological order, which I usually do.
I get a good feeling with it, honey. I just feel like you need to open yourself up to the relationship. All right?
And
the wall's down.
And you can fly anywhere you like. I mean, this is the ship that is actually traveling holidays and that sort of thing.
Oh.
So it's actually feeling like you've got the freedom to move wherever you like, as far as treating it like a holiday and that exploratory part of almost like a honeymoon style time or whatever of the relationship. Just have fun and see how and where it develops and what direction it's going to go. So that's what I'm feeling out of the ship card. And train him as you're wanting to continue. It's
probably don't want that. And the funny thing is, the other one is the inner soul, let the inner light out and the inner child come out and play.
Oh, you're using the Gilded Reverie deck.
Yeah, let's draw into this tonight. And it's funny because our publisher is relating or comparing our cards to these packs because we've got a lot of the metallic.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And this deck, that is the Lenormand as well, the Rana George one, has a lot of gilding as well. And the one that I've got for you, Judy, you've got the question from your aunt, will she stay with her partner? Well, it's the moon, and the moon really is about the dreams and what comes forward from the shadows and being brought into that light that is reflected from the sun. So it's actually starting to bring out that is the masculine, but the moon is feminine energy. Leanne's got to go dive under her desk.
Go back. One more. Hang on.
So with that energy of the moon, it's about the you. Focus on the feminine energy that is you at the moment and bring forward what you're needing from the relationship and nurturing that side of it at this point for your aunt. That's what she needs to be. Now, just the questions from your aunt, staying with her partner. I'm feeling it is that feminine energy within her that's needed because it's the focus on your aunt and what her needs are. She really feels that it's the right time and that energy around moving away from her partner because we're not stuck in concrete. We don't have to weigh ourselves down with relationships that are not serving both of us, because relationship is two. And if it's not serving one, it's not serving the other either. It's finding that balance of how to extricate if that's what's needed, or staying together to grow stronger. That's also an option. There's always choice. Have you got anything further for that one, Leanne?
Well, the cards that jumped out was the ship, so pretty much heading in the right direction, home. So to me, it's about finding balance, the center point of that, and the peace within the relationship. So, but I'm also feeling that she needs to find peace within herself making that decision.
Okay? Yeah, so hopefully that helps her just gain a little more clarity. So can I please get a conception reading if possible? Conception, I think it is about doing the fun part.
Doing the hanky-panky.
Have fun. I think of it as, I've got to conceive tonight. Sorry.
Do you know how many people do that, though? They think, right, I've got to do it. Yeah, and that's the thing. I honestly feel
I did the temperature chart years ago. Yep.
That's it. I see the number 2 around it, honey. So whether 2 weeks, 2 months, I do feel that you will be pregnant next year. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
We should have $1 for every time we got asked that question, Ros.
Yeah. And $10 when it's right. I think you get it right.
And it's funny because the most common questions you probably get asked is conception, love, and the lotto numbers.
Yeah, yes.
If I had the lotto numbers, I would be doing this from a tropical island.
I got paid once to do the lotto numbers. I said, do you really want me to do numbers for you? You're going to pay for the numbers. Yeah. You're really sure? I made sure I asked and reaffirmed with him. And he said, yes, I want the numbers that you can give. And I did. I didn't hear back, of course.
Yeah.
It's not the purpose, but I set it for him. Look, these are the numbers I'm given for you.
Yeah.
He's done just as well by himself.
Well, yeah, and we don't do this for the financial gain sort of thing. And do you know what? I got woken up one night and given the lotto numbers, and I think I took them for like 5 years. For every night, that one line of numbers, every night that it was a thing, I stopped taking it because I wasn't winning much at all. It was costing me money. And I reckon probably 2-3 months after I took it, those numbers came out. And I stopped looking up it. I didn't want to know. So those numbers didn't come. They came out, but they didn't come up straight away or within, what I would have thought was a decent time frame. So,
and that comes into play as far as our patience as well. Yep. If you'd have held on and kept up with the practice that you'd had, would they have still come up, or would you have still been waiting? It's not something you'll know because you didn't, but maybe it would have if you did. Who knows? It's just trusting where you are in the current time in any point of time, honestly.
Exactly.
And we've got Sarah, who's, if you decide to do readings tonight, can you see when I conceive my next baby, please? Did we do hers?
No, we haven't.
No. Like you said, there's a lot that want to know when they have their babies.
Pregnancy baby. I get the number 7 around that, so I do feel another child coming without a doubt, but I get the number 7. I see a little boy energy around that too.
And I've got the 22 card, and it's the crossroads decisions. And I think part of that too is actually just deciding to call off, as in the expectation. It comes back to having the fun and concentrating on the relationship. Have fun with the love. There's just so much that we try to concentrate on a point of, what's the end product? Well, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. Just have fun. Exactly. And the 22 does increase the PAT. It's an angel number.
Yeah. And believe me, I know from experience being obsessed about getting pregnant because I had fertility problems. And the day when I hurt my back and the day I decided I needed to give up on the thought of getting pregnant the second time, I managed to do it myself. I didn't need fertility drugs and all that stuff. It's, it's amazing when we take the mind out of things, what can happen.
And it's the same that happened for me after the fertility drugs, and I gave up because they didn't have any at the right time. I couldn't feel the script. Oh, bugger this. Just let go of the anxiety, call it out, and we just had fun.
Yeah. I remember one day I actually said to a lady that was having trouble getting pregnant with her first child, go out and be like a child in the playground, have fun. I literally did go to the playground and I found out 8-9 weeks later she was pregnant.
Not quite the action you need to do there,
She did inform me it was dark. So.
Yeah.
But still.
Exactly. I want to know the details, Dana's just asking if will we have better luck with the houses we applied for in that name?
Yeah.
This one came up. Yeah, well, this one came up again too. I mean, it's just coming up with, there is 5 roads, 6 roads if you look at, maybe, I don't know. It's have better luck. Well, you've got options. You can choose or not. Even when the good luck comes in, you can still decide, no, I actually don't want that one. I want something different,
Yeah, and that's the thing, honey. Where's your mindset at the moment? Take a moment and take a look at that, because my feeling is you don't know where you want to be in that sense. So that's the energy that you're creating. So,
giving so many choices, source doesn't really, universe, spirit, source, whatever, doesn't really know what your intention is.
That's it.
Have a single-mindedness about it, and that's a better emphasis on what the desire is too. Yeah. Did I say we did show up, Sarah's? Hello. Let's go do that again. Hello. Let's go do that again. Hello. I'm playing like the child in the playground. Hello.
feel like I'm with Homer Simpson.
Now we've got Nadine. She'd like to have a future reading. And just a reminder to those who are on the cross-posted places, if it looks like your questions aren't coming up in the chat, you're on the wrong page. No, if I haven't got down to the bottom yet, make sure you're in mytimetv.live. That's the best way to check it. Up the top somewhere you can have that. Okay. And we do like direct questions, but love a future reading. Yeah, for tonight we'll get away with it. Whoops. And I just went and hid that. Sorry.
Okay. Yes. I get, honey, that you need to focus on you. What is it that you're dreaming? What is it, reach for the stars. It's time to move forward in that sense. I love the way the horse has gone forward.
That's why I held it up straight away. I thought, yeah, perfect one. It's the ride.
That's it.
And it's moving forward. It's the start of the next journey. Number 1.
New beginnings.
I love the gilding on both these. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah. I can't wait to see it as in the physical form, because we haven't actually seen it with the gilding around it yet. So
yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
So when you're looking at my cards, anything gold and silver, that is going to be a metallic.
Beautiful. Yeah, and Dee's just wondering if there's any message from her mum.
Be patient. That was straight to the point. Okay.
And, hang on. Upside down was what I had. And that's 27, the letter. Be patient. Actually, listen out for the messages. They're not always in an obvious place or space, even though this is the letter. It's about communication, and it's opening up to the different ways that can be used as far as that communication goes. So it's not just written. It could be via the ethers, via whatever channeling connection that you yourself actually have.
Yeah.
Open yourself to it.
I think, honey, it's really important to stay focused too. I know you're very much stressed with the house sale and all that stuff and what will be. I think it's really important just to allow yourself to go with the flow and let that take its course, because at the moment I kind of feel like you're blocking that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm a big believer on what will be, as I said just a moment ago. Focus on that side of it. Just surrender. Don't control. No, let go of the control.
And I'm just going to ask anyone out there, when we shuffle the cards, can you hear them?
I can hear yours a little bit, but it's not loud.
I'm here. Yeah.
I'm shuffling mine now. Can you hear that?
Yeah, just. Yeah. It's not distracting. I mean, that's what we're here for. We are using cards and have said so. Sarah, she's wondering why Craig's ignoring her. So you still haven't got any messages back?
That's Sharon.
Sharon.
Sarah.
Sharon.
Yes.
Because I know that you've asked before.
Can I just say it, Sharon? He's an ass. You deserve better. You don't deserve to be treated this way, honey. Demand that respect.
And why are you waiting around for that?
Yeah.
The card that I've just pulled is the Tower, and that's a number 19. So it breaks down to a 1. So you need to, and look at the Tower, it's actually a 1. Like it is, you need to be putting you first.
Yeah.
Not worrying about someone else.
Jess, thank you, Jess. Jess is just letting us know we've got a scammer. I haven't seen it yet. And Sharon's saying there's a troll there too. So please, people, don't inbox them. We will block them after the show. Okay. So report and block.
The technique is to right-click when you're in the stream. Actually, I can actually just go to, can I go to that while we're live? Can I actually go to that while we're live?
Yeah.
Whoops, I'm just going to, what date are we? It's the today one. I see I haven't got the actual live stream up.
I can do it right if you like.
You do a right-click. And you click on the report first, and report as spam, then you ban, then you delete. It's those 3 actions that need to be done. It takes it off your chat stream feed so that you don't see it, and it actually sends it off to Facebook. They're not going to be able to continue posting in the stream. All right. Pretty easy to do. They're just silly people. They just want to mess things up. Yeah. What did we get up to? I can't remember. We're not going to be able to actually cover all of the questions tonight for what people are actually asking as questions. I know that. Just going to a quick one while you're doing that. Hello, ladies. Do you see me having a boy or a girl? I'm actually, and do you see it coming earlier on time? Look, there's no such thing as earlier on time. It's when the baby's born, when it's a natural birth. If you want to choose to have the baby by a C-section or whatever, that's something you discuss with your doctor. If it's something that happens prior to, well, that's the surprise, isn't it? I am feeling this one's a boy. What do you feel with that one quickly? Yeah,
I was getting boy as well, huh?
So as far as a timeline goes, you know, what is a due time is only a guess anyway. No one knows.
I feel like you're only a couple of days either side, hun. So
I never like to say times because I don't think there is. I've had 4. All of them were a surprise. So now where did we get down to? So I'm actually in roughly the right area of where we're up to, I think. Oh, Rochelle's actually from Canada. Thanks for letting us know. And yeah, I think, Jan, just as going back to that, I think my red wines are starting to wear off.
I need some more. I had red wine last night as a celebration as our website went live, and I went bright red like the wine.
Well, I said to Tony as we finished our 2 glasses each, because that's what the bottle holds, is 4 glasses basically of the size glass we were drinking. And I thought, gee, I could actually do with another one. He said, well, you'd have to drink it all yourself.
He was
be awake tomorrow to do that. So no, I'm not cracking another one. Now we're up to, no one can tell you. No, I saw that one. This year made me realise that this year made me realise that I have to put hubby and first, and that's leading to a massive out of comfort zone change. I have also seen how positive attracts positive. Done it what? It does. Look, we do come to realizations in our life pathways that are important and meant for us, not by anybody else's judgment. It's deciding what we choose for ourselves and what is important to us, and in our own, you know, with the people around us as well. And it's not giving into them or, you know, satisfying somebody else. It's just gauging what that is as our own family balance and what we need to have in that. Oh, we've done that one. Oh, dear. Dear. Whereabouts did we get down to?
Sharon, I think, about Craig.
Yeah, we've moved on from that. I'm just going through some of these that we'd actually plopped through earlier, as in Dana with the Gallagher houses, and we've done Joanna as far as
Kimmy. She's just saying that she's got to go to work in 20 minutes, and is there anything for
Kimmy's,
her?
this one?
Kimmy Vance.
So your brother passed away 10 years ago, January 2nd. Mum passed last year, New Year's Day. And Dad 6 weeks later. Oh, please.
I mean, my heart goes out to you. I get you got a lot of love and support around you, but I also feel like there's a lot of emotions still built up in you. Okay. I do feel their energy is very strong around you, especially this time of year. So my feeling is there would have been other celebrations around this time of year at the same time. So I just get acknowledging them is really important. Okay. They're still very much a part of you. The memories are still there. So it's just really important that you know they're still very much around you and you're not alone. Is the reference I get with that. Okay.
Oh,
just got a cheeky smile.
Yeah, and it's just supporting the fact that's the gentleman in the picture.
Yeah.
That's a little bit fuzzy. I'm not sure why. It's just not focusing on it really well. It feels like the male energy is really strong around you at the moment. So 6 weeks. Oh, so your dad's the one that passed the last. Yeah. Okay.
He was heartbroken.
Thanks for asking. It's very hard when it feels like grief is never ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, went through that today.
Mm.
And let's move onward. Oh, I always said to myself, no one can put me in the gutter. You can't beat me. Well, I suppose that's strength. Well, did we show that before?
No, we showed one similar to that.
Yeah.
Right.
And D, we've put that one up. And have we done Kim's? No, that was Kimmy we just did then, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a Kim and there's a Kimmy.
So we've got Kim, like some insight. No, a card. I'll just get a card for you. I just had my phone buzz again too. Well, it doesn't look like a good one, but it's putting things that you don't need around you. That's the coffin, by the way. So it's things that you know that you're not going to need to be dealing with, or that feel like they've died around you, like the energy is wasted or stagnant or just not in the flow anymore, to actually move it on. Bury it or move it on. It's not needed anymore. And especially good thing to be reminded of doing that towards the end of the year, pretty much, so you can clear the energy for this year, ready for the next, is what I feel.
And I just feel like it's important to ground yourself at the moment, but keep that focus. And I feel like there's financial flow coming in as well with that. Okay.
Yeah, cool. There was a double up there on that one, so that's fine. And we've done Kimmy's, and that's right. Yeah, thanks, Monica. Does have a good feel. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the last two.
You deserve happiness, honey. Just need to allow yourself to have it. Okay.
And we've got Amy, who's asking if we see her husband and her staying where we are. Neck to yes for moving again. Interpretation, Leanne.
I guess
yes, or something. Anyway, are they saying
it? Again. And neck to move, yes, but I don't think you need to move. No, I think you're going to stay where you are, hun.
And I think that is, there's looking to the stars sometimes can actually remind you that you're actually, I'm seeing that thing, whatever that thing is.
Next year.
That's the solid factor. Look to the stars a bit later as far as where you're wanting to move things from, dream state, and focusing on that particular star that needs it at that point in time. It's not yet.
Yeah.
Did we have Kim? I thought we did have Kim. Oh,
I think so.
Oh, yeah, Kim Hayden's. She's actually, there's one comment that she's got business career reading, please, but I think we just did hers anyway.
Yeah.
Michaela, will I have grandchildren? Yes. Yes. And we've got, next is Brittany saying hi, and then she is asking, will me and T reconcile soon? Now, me being the grammar Nazi, I'd say T and I. But that's okay. Will you reconcile soon? Do you want to?
I don't feel it. Sorry, hun. I think there's too much water under the bridge. Is the reference I get. I don't know who who the older gentleman is around you that used to say that, but I just sort of get the feeling it's not going to happen, not in the way you want it to.
So change. I'm just feeling a change of perspective in your life is coming soon as well. So, and even though Michaela had asked about grandchildren, she also, will my cousin be okay? She's unwell in hospital and I'm worried. Also not sure if my kids will have kids. We've already asked that. We said, yeah. I'd love that late in life as I am now. XX, good number. I'm feeling that your cousin will be okay as well. What are you feeling around that one?
Sorry, what was the question?
The cousin is feeling unwell as well. I know we'd already answered as far as the grandkids go that yes, you will have grandchildren.
Yeah.
Patience, but I think the cousin's going to be
I think so too. I actually feel like I want to be looking at what they're holding on to energetic-wise and feel like I'm in the stomach area. So, yeah.
And Louisa is just wanting to have a card related to her career. Let's see. I don't think we've done one for Louisa yet. So.
No, not tonight. We haven't. Here you go, honey.
Birthing a new pathway. Wow, a tree. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so I get the reference to you're on the right pathway, hun. So look at what's coming up. If it feels right to you, jump on it. Okay. I see exciting times.
Yeah, I think it's going to move ahead. New things happening.
Kimmy,
we did Kimmy's, didn't we? We had something there earlier for Kimmy. Yeah, I remember you saying Kimmy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And did we do one for Tiffany?
No. Hello, ladies. Hope you're both well. Yeah, thank you. It's been a long time since I have been on. May I please have a card? Or do you have any messages from my brother? I'm going to put you a card, hun. All right.
I've got to go off and again. So I think it's a similar message to what was previously for another one. It is things that you're holding on to need to be let go and buried. So there's some things that you're actually holding on to. It doesn't mean you've got to destroy them or anything. It's just hold the memories, but let the actual emotions around them go and actually treat them as, I suppose it's like when you revisit it, it's just the movie in the mind. It's not the feelings of the emotions that go with it each time. And it's just acknowledging.
Yeah, and which is perfect with this card as well, because I feel like it's about also going back within. Do the work on yourself, honey, and I'm very much drawn to the 29 up there. Numerology is 11. It's a very strong master number. Okay, so you've got ability to make that change from within. Okay.
Yes. And I think we might just need to, what sort of numbers have we got after? Yeah, I knew we weren't going to be able to get through everything. Whoa!
I can't believe it's over an hour.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we did start 5 minutes late or something, but I might just make this the last one, the one that was before the other person that we deleted. Put in there. What was that one? That was this one here from Jane. Anything on a relationship for her. Yeah, sometimes it's just one of those things, they're still waiting. In and of that itself, it's actually indicating have some patience.
Yeah. Because I'm picking up on frustration around you, Jane. So to me, I just get the reference to that is really strong at the moment. I want to say do the work on you first. Know what you want in a partner as well. So to me, I do feel that you are influenced by others' opinion at the same time. So take the focus back to you and go within. Let the past be the past, because I feel that's causing blockages at the moment. Okay.
And I decided to switch over to the Gilded Reverie deck that's sitting right next to me here, because they always are. You've got the hours. It's also that communication, what you're actually saying to yourself as well. It's using, instead of just the brushing it off type of, sometimes we can, just because we don't want to face it. It's actually going into that deeper essence and gaining our wisdom from that, because the hours definitely are about the depth of wisdom, the depth of knowledge, the taking it to that next level in respect of how we're communicating and what we're communicating. Okay. And this, I'm sensing, is with the self.
Yeah.
Not so much about the relationship, but with self first. So
yeah, definitely.
Great. So, Sarah. Do you see anyone around me? I sort of think, no, I did say the last one, but thank you for acknowledging the plant in the background. Mine looks a bit more wilted than yours, Leanne.
I put two together because I got water the other day and I haven't put it back yet. And I don't usually like to acknowledge these people too much, but Jerry, if you're not a scammer, please go and get your own page. You do not need to poach other people's pages. To me, that's just really not on, and where's your morals, buddy? If you do that, I don't think you're much of a reader. Okay.
I do wonder sometimes with those that are the leeches and parasites, because it's what they are doing. Oh, I've got to show that one. Going red from drinking can indicate an allergy or intolerance to sulfates or histamines. You can try taking an antihistamine or try getting one that has no preservatives.
Oh, okay.
It's an interesting idea.
Faster.
It's always give you a hangover.
Yeah. It's always the first glass that makes me red, and I always say I've dried out too much.
Yeah. So, I mean, just as far as it's not really apologies to anyone afterwards. There is only just limited time that we can go for these types of live streams. It is free. It is for the love of it, but it's also an avenue that we ourselves do earn income from when we have a day job. It is what we do as these services. So certainly there is the links in the description above or wherever it shows up on a mobile device. I'm not sure. I don't use them to do this type of stuff. I'm on a desktop. So certainly follow up with Leanne or I as far as getting personal readings go. We certainly do have easy to get into links and shop carts areas or whatever. And the direct messaging via Messenger. There's always those avenues. Certainly reach out. But it's one of those things, as I had explained only the other day, because sometimes we find it very hard to ask for money for services. And it is part of what our society is. We exchange our time and our services for money. It's the energy exchange, it's the currency. But I had it explained in a way that I thought, wow, I really like that. And it's gifting each other flowers. And the money itself is flowers because it's got that potential to grow into whatever it is that you want it to grow into. So for me, I really like getting flowers. I like receiving flowers. So that is now my exchange rate. It's in my mind, I'm receiving flowers. If I'm paying someone, I'm giving flowers. So it's changing about how you're perceiving as the receivers of this free gift, that it's not always something that we can expect to be receiving as free. It's giving and growing each other to the fullest capacity that we can be. Sometimes we need that help. We ask the questions, as you've done tonight. Some have had their questions asked, some haven't been able to because of time constraints. So understanding in how we exchange our energies and how we work our stuff, be understanding, be loving of each other, and just share it round. If you're a reader yourself, in the truest sense, not what we've seen already tonight in the stream.
Yeah.
Report those that you feel aren't authentic and especially uninvited in other people's chats. This is something that we give freely on mytimetv.live. We love doing it, and it's a gift from our hearts.
Yeah. Can I just answer Mia's question there at the bottom? She says, if I send a messenger, will you do me a reading? Honey, feel free to check out our websites and make a booking. We do free readings. Yeah, within these shows. Outside of that, they are paid readings.
Yeah. So it is that reminder that, yes, the messages to find out where the connections are is okay, but to ask the questions expecting freebies is what I was trying to say, just as Leanne had said. Yeah. So thank you, and we've got a lovely finish here. Thank you, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Love and light to all. And it's certainly the same for each and every one of you. Enjoy life. Make it what you want of it. don't expect it to come to you in the way that you want it to unless you're able and willing to, well, not able, unless you're willing to actually put that positive perspective and change and manifesting into action for yourself. If you don't like something, go about changing it. Sometimes, you can use the excuse that everything's out of your control, but it's not. You can decide how you react to it as well and actually put into action. Might slight change, a little perspective, and etc. Life is about being you in its fullest sense, and asking for help when needed. Now, tonight is the last one for this year. So it's have a lovely holiday season if that's how you celebrate it. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas if that's how you celebrate it. Or whatever other religious ceremonies on at the time which I don't know about, because I'm of the Christian tradition and etc. So that's what I understand. Not saying I necessarily celebrate it, sort of, because I haven't got my Christmas tree up. I'm not doing Christmas at home, so I'm not going to be bothered.
You need a little one.
For me, that's where it is at this point in time in this year. It's been one of those that I can't be bothered. But everybody have the enjoyment in its fullest for how you want to celebrate this time of year.
That's it. And Sharon,
thank you for being here again tonight too. Leanne. Wonderful.
Thank you for having me. It's been an amazing year doing our shows. I look forward to next year and everything else that we got in the plans. So
thank you. And I just have a very nice finish there too from Sharon. Agree with you, Ros, and appreciate you both with your time and energy you give. I've had paid readings from both of you. Highly recommended. Oh, I can highly recommend both of us too.
I love it.
Look, it's lovely being here. Thoroughly enjoy sharing our evenings with you this once a week. But it is the end of the year right now. It's the last show for this year. Whether it's going to be the first Friday back in the new year or the second one, I don't know, because I'll be at the shack. I don't know which day I'm coming back at this point to host it. And the internet connection there is just a wee bit, I'll see how it goes. When it's just me doing it, it's not as bad, but when it's having the guest connection and the rest, it can be a bit tricky. So,
and on top of that, you're going to have a lot of holiday makers up there using internet at the same time. So.
Quite likely. Yeah, it's on the Wi-Fi. It's actually on the phone, whatever it is. We'll see how it goes. It'll be lovely to reconnect with everybody in the new year at some point. Keep an eye on the mytimetv.live. Is it a page? Page. It's not a channel as such. It's a page.
We're working on it becoming a channel. So.
Yeah. And the YouTube channel, well, my YouTube channel, of course, daily, as well as the mytimetv.live for the daily readings. But yeah, so keep an eye on everything, and especially go to visit Leanne's website there. I'll just put that quickly back up so that you can actually see the link. It should show on the stream now. There's the reminder. It should show in the chat stream, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or does it only show up once?
Oh, yeah, it's there now in the soul.
Oh, cool. Yep. Yeah, there it is. And on the YouTube. So you've got both links in both places. Thank you, everyone. And I'm going to solo that. There we go. And now we'll go back to not solo, so we can say bye and Merry Christmas to
Merry Christmas, everyone. I had Santa hats.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Stay safe. Mwah. Bye.